cube.
But how though? I don't like. You can y'all hear the fire, like the fire trucks?
Yeah, 8 people submitted something. Can you believe it?
Yeah, this one every single
Let's
month we go up
toggle.
one. It just keeps getting. If we keep, there's a very linear progression. It's working. That's we can predict the future.
Yeah, it's good that it's linear and not exponential because that would be a bit much.
Yeah. But all of these turned out very interesting. They all they're there's a lot of variation for something this like I wouldn't say
Yeah,
simple, but this brief.
I'm really curious to see how much variety there will be because
Hmm.
I could not come up with much by myself.
Yeah. I also liked about this because it's both like limited and just I don't know. I don't know what else it is. But oh man, I forgot what I was gonna say. Nope, I remember now. What's cool about these is that you can really like push your optimization, and like you can see the slight differences between people's runs versus just like I mean, I different differentiation in like ideas is really cool too, but also like just pushing how clean you can make it, you know.
Yeah, true.
So, Speedy Cube, the thing about
The
that,
chat i- the chat isn't showing on screen yet,
yeah, that's
right?
because to do that, I have to switch over here. I have to switch over
Right, okay.
here and then mute that and then wait for it. Oh, I need to move this up a little bit. Someone start. Okay, so for this to work, hang on. I have to send a bunch of messages. So that way the chat starts appearing at the bottom.
This is beautiful. M.
Help me out, yo. We need to fill up this. We need to fill up this bar. No. This is like higher up than it was a few days ago,
M.
though.
Wow,
There
we
we
can
go.
see a whole 4 chat messages. Let's
Yeah,
go.
look at that. Now it works. I had this proportioned out last night. It was didn't show the bottom there. But yeah, the issue is we can only either see the timer or this.
Right.
But currently there's like a minute 20 left, so it's functional now. So Speedy Cube, the thing about doing that, like the tab thing in OBS, I think you have to be logged into the account through OBS to do that. And I only have the key.
Big time production value for
You know
sure.
it, Daft.
We have scissors and tape. That's all we need.
We've dropped 24 frames. It's over, guys. We're losing
And
them.
no.
It's all over. We have 42 more seconds.
I'd I think we should just give up on the stream. Try again tomorrow. We dropped 24 frames.
Movie. Movie task competition when?
Oh boy, I would have to download movie because I still haven't played it since childhood.
Download as in through your Xbox's hard drive, of course.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, is that okay? So it is audible through desktop. I never understand how the audio sources for these work. In any case, that means we just have the chat
Yo,
now,
0 seconds?
so I can get rid of this. And we've dropped. I think it's just like specifically this channel I'm connecting to or something that makes me drop frames. But we're at 249 now. So in any case, I should really have like a background to go above these or something. I think I'm gonna. One sec, I can make this better. I'm gonna duplicate him and then he's gonna be our background for when nothing shows. But that shouldn't be too often. So it's just like for here. Actually, oh, I've made a critical error again. 1 second. I do this every time. I knew I was forgetting something. So I need to get the video for August, the August one. You know what I mean?
Oh, Skypier, you might be right.
Maybe,
I
maybe.
guess I
I'll
guess
just
we're
stick
probably
around.
gonna find out soon.
What did I call this?
I've never been assisted by a tool.
You should try it. Join us.
Have you used practice mod? Hmm? Is that a tool? Question mark?
All right, you know what's going to be way easier than this? Hang on. I can't seem to find the video source for some reason. I'm just going to go to the BfBB TAS community YouTube channel and we're going to we're just going to bring up what the promo video was for this month.
In this task.
All right.
Are we ready? Are you
Reset
ready,
transform.
kids?
Let me see if this is audible though.
In this task, competitors will start.
I think that's audible, right?
In
I
this
don't know.
task, competitors will.
I can't hear it over Discord, but
I'm gonna assume it is because I see desktop audio moving. So with that being, I can't go 4K because we're like, I'll keep it at 60 though because we want to keep the bandwidth. All right, so this is a little refresher on what the competitors and us were asked to do for this month's challenge.
In this task, competitors will start at the end of Worm Lobby. Your goal is to acquire the sock, dive, and leave through the elevator. All of the force triggers have already been set off, and Hans is disabled.
Yeah, I think it's audible.
Crew boosting and warping are not allowed. As usual, timing begins on the first black frame after loading into the level, and ends when the screen freezes in the elevator. The deadline for the task is August 31st at 11:59 p.m. Good luck and may the best task win.
Bam, we did it.
all right. So
this
collect
task,
sock, die, and leave.
Yep, collect sock, die, and leave. Pretty much. You start at like Merm Lobby backwards, basically.
And you were able to choose whether you do the die or the collect sock first.
Yeah. So
Probably
without
worth mentioning.
further ado, in 8th place we have Biker.
Let's
Bones.
go.
Clap.
Kind of a new tasker, but I think Biker has worked on projects before, right?
I think so. I know.
I don't think he's ever released a project before, but this is cool that this is at least the first submission by Biker Bones.
Yeah, this is the first we're officially seeing of him. Yeah, he's also working on like a tool assisted thing for 100%, as Sky said. So here is Biker's task. I'm not sure if this one has audio, by the way.
All right, that's the
does.
first hit. That's another hit. And there's the death. Now we just need the sock. Wait, why did he get hit this time?
If I remember correctly, I think he told me about that that second hit. I think he said that he forgot he didn't need to do that or something. Like he realized after the fact.
All right. I think this is the casual intended method, right?
Well, I mean, who are we to say what was intended by the developers?
I mean, why else would this platform go all the way over here? All right, we got the sock. Now we just need to leave.
Well, I mean, actually, this might be, well, I mean, dying, if you're already on 2 health, maybe dying and going through the box is, like, not a bad option, maybe. If you're over there. Because it puts you, you know, pretty close to the end.
I'm getting some Skywise vibes off of this task. Wait, what are you
What is
saying?
that supposed to mean? What are you saying,
Exactly. What are you saying?
Explain yourself. Explícame.
Well, that was interesting, but at the very least, it showed the objective, and I mean, he completed it.
Yeah,
He died twice though, so that is very strange.
yeah, if I remember correctly, well, not if I remember correctly, there was something I wanted to say. This bash and this fodder, I mean, that bash to get hit is actually pretty good in terms of damage because obviously, I'm pretty
Makes
sure it's
sense.
like 60 frames after you take damage, you have invincibility. Maybe it's longer than that. I'm actually just kind of guessing it's 60 frames. But if you just stand in something that's constantly giving you damage, you'll have to wait a little bit. So the distance between like the Tiki exploding you and the robot, that's like, you know, that's.
I mean, Skywise just pretty much summed up what I was thinking. You can cut out the first segment because he already dies in the second segment.
That is true. When does the first one begin?
Did Biker have any comments on this?
Oh, this is true. That's right. Let me check that. Thank you so much for reminding me of that. Because I forgot about that entire feature. Is that we have dev commentary.
Yeah. This is where the real insight is coming.
Okay. So, for this submission, Biker said, okay, very quick and rough submission, not even really a task, just an RTA attempt. Hoping to submit more polished attempts at future tasks. So, I mean, that's, you know, like still submitting. Like that takes,
True.
You gotta put yourself out there. It's more than nothing. And he says that he's gonna put more polished attempts in future tasks, and I believe him.
All right.
So, with that, let's move
Makes
on.
sense. That also explains why he missed one ball onto the rotating thing.
Yeah. So with that, we have 7th place. It's amazing that we're even like up to 8 people already in month 3. That's crazy. But in 7th place, we have the amazing Aladdin. This is another first-time BfBB TASer, if I understand correctly.
I think I've seen that username in the Discord, but that's about it. So that's really cool to see someone new also submitting a task.
Let me just see if I can find the description. Google Forms is like a really weird way of organizing things.
Skypeer understands. He just set the bar low so he could really surprise us next time.
Yeah, next time. It's just he's setting it up.
It's all time safe for next run.
All right, yeah. We actually do need a better way of organizing these descriptions because I have to guess from memory whose description belongs to who. So with that,
oh boy,
I'm mostly certain. I could maybe ask people to like put their username in the description. With that, I'm mostly sure the amazing Aladdin's description of this task is SpongeBob will gonna do a PU like a Mario does to do some tricky, jinky, wubsy tricks with the mighty marsupials. Marsupial power.
Well, I've never been able to reach a parallel universe in BfBB before, so I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, this is gonna be a first. A world first.
All right, using the ARF as a platform. Very cool.
Oh yeah, for one, I didn't even know you could stand on.
Wait, what?
I didn't even know you could
What are
stand
we
on.
looking at? That looks so crazy.
That's optimal. But yeah, actually, like reducing the ball travel time there.
All right, sick.
That's optimal.
And we have the sock. Now we just need to die. Let's see how he accomplishes that. 1, 2, 3. And he got the checkpoint.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Ooh, damage boost. That's
it was a
interesting.
pretty slick damage boost.
And that was very interesting.
It was. Especially from like someone who's just, it's always good to see people that are just starting out here. Like this is, I feel like the task competitions are a great place to start. One, because they have you like think in such an abstract way because it's just not like the normal game. But it's
Yeah.
also like, you know, it's more approachable. But with that, there's a few things I wanna talk about here. The first, of course, being like I didn't know you could just jump on his head like that.
You didn't? Oh,
No.
interesting. That used to be part of Switchless, where we used that in the second area of Murmelair.
Oh, in the computer area, yeah.
Yeah.
And this, there was the part where he took some damage. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think there's a second ARF, not ARF, whatever these little dogs are called. That second one kind of like exploded near him. I don't know if he was like out of range for it or if that was an iframes thing.
I'm pretty sure it's an iframes thing.
Yeah.
I don't think you can get hit by 2 in a row.
Because
Oh.
like your
Oh, that
buffers come
one-
out.
That's weird, actually, that he did get hit twice in a row the second time. Maybe that has to do with, like, inconsistent times it takes to spawn them. I don't know.
That's
That's
actually-
interesting.
This is an interesting damage boost as well. Because I guess he just like,
I'm ready.
Was it a 1 frame? I don't think so, right?
I don't know, but he jumped into it. I was thinking like, is there a ledge
Yeah.
there you can walk around? But he jumped into it.
Yeah, he jumped into it and then did a jump out of the damage boost to continue.
We are also dropping frames again. Let's go, a tradition. So I'm gonna wait for the frame drops to clear.
Real.
I've no idea what happens, guys. It's like, I don't know if it's like sending it through a different area or what, but this internet here should be usable. Yeah, also Sky Pierce said this was the thing that finally got me over the edge to tasking, so that's cool. That is cool, Sky Pierce. And I do hope
Absolutely.
you keep going with it because so far you've made some very, very interesting stuff.
All right, but we still have 6 more submissions.
Yeah, and we're still dropping frames.
Ugh.
I'm waiting for it to stop going. I was too ambitious this time, right? So we're streaming at 1080 right now. I should have kept it at 720.
There you go. You're like, now I fixed the problem, so let's...
With that,
Let's
let me see if
stream
I
at
can drop
1080.
this bit rate a little bit. Well, I expected to. This place has like way nicer internet. All right, we've dropped the kilobits per second to 4K. Is it gonna release me from this prison? I'm actually gonna keep this video going. So yeah, I'm on Ethernet. Listen to this. I have 800 megabit per second download, and I have 13 upload. It works normally still. What I think it is like maybe the area I have it set to in OBS where it like routes it through or something like that. I think this like just goes through a different area or something that's like farther away from where I am.
Yeah, the dog bots are they're still interesting. Like how the first two explode too quickly, but then the two after that, it's just fine. That's so weird.
Yep, 800 down, 13 up. You can hear my Discord pings. I'm gonna
Oh,
close Discord then. Maybe nah.
wait.
I don't expect that many pings, so it'll be fine.
I don't think you can just close Discord.
Yeah, never close Discord. What was I thinking?
I just dropped something. Ignore that.
Was it frames that you dropped?
No, that's what you're dropping.
Oh, rip. True though.
Well, while I'm picking up whatever I dropped, I'm also gonna pick up some frames.
Good. We need some. He'll be back. He's heading out to the store to get some frames. And that was the last we ever saw of Smiley.
Is it getting better now?
It's still continuously dropping. I'm just gonna have this
Oh my
keep
God.
going on loop until it clears for a bit. Well, that's the thing as well, Clicks, is like I think it's like getting the signals are going through some other locations. Because when I stream from here, just personally, I don't drop the frames. So I'm thinking like, I think anyone, unless maybe I have like my location set wrong, because you know when you go stream, you have like the server is an option in OBS.
Somebody surely got some leather and sticks lying around, right? Yeah? It's been a while since I've played Minecraft, but I think that's referring to paintings.
Is it? I have not in a long time. Oh, I see green in OBS. Are we finally coming back? Finally, finalmente. In fairness, I do have like a bunch of internet things open right now because I have the Twitch open, of course. And I'm trying to set it to 160p, but it won't let me. It's just eating my bandwidth. There we go. Nope, it switches it back to 480. There we go, 160.
Oh, Clicks knows. Frames. Oh, item frames.
Oh, that's smart.
There you
that's
go.
a good one. I think we're good now. It says we're not dropping any more frames.
I
So,
thought the joke was like painting and how this is a slideshow or something.
I did not get it at all, truthfully. So now that we're back officially, we're alive. Let's move on to number 6, which is Sky Weiss with a time
Let's
of 40.
go.
Oh, it's gone. Sky Weiss with a time of 48.08 seconds. I did just realize I have not been saying the times. So yeah, let's see if I don't
Sky
think
have something to say?
I don't think there was a description for this one, but there was
Alright.
an amount of time that it took to take this or make this, which says, if I remember correctly, I recorded this in 9 minutes after eating canes. It was pretty good.
Eating canes.
I don't know what canes is as well. So,
Okay.
Yeah. But as it would seem, it does make you better at tasking.
Sub-minute. Daft just realized. This is the first sub-minute. Let's go.
Let's go. Chicken.
Impossible. And I have a suspicion that this is going to be RTA as well.
Maybe. Who knows? It's impossible to tell. This could be a cheated run, and you would never know. Are they using tools? Are they not? Who knows?
Hitting the computer. Also spinning the... What is it even called?
The wheel.
I think the game has a name for these things, but I've completely forgotten. Yo, damage boost! Which is extra useful because you need to die
You
afterwards.
get that damage.
Ah, the hammer not cooperating. Alright. And using the box to exit the level. Let's go.
We are dropping frames again, I believe.
Yeah, we are. Oh boy. Alright, well, we have some time to show it a couple more times.
Yeah,
But
you
that was
also-
interesting.
We really like drop frames on like the box. It's like going to the box. The cool part is everything before the box, right? Like
So how does-
especially here with the multitasking, while you're waiting for it to spin, you get hit by the hammer
Yeah.
because you gotta wait around anyways.
The damage boost was
That's-
also
yeah,
extended
that looks
by
like-
mashing
yeah.
L. I'm not sure if that's... I mean, it could be.
Yeah, look at it. You can see the little like flashing where he does, where he
Really?
like goes back and forth. Well, you're also watching at 15 FPS through Discord, so it might not show up. But yeah, it does the flashy thing when you mash L. Yeah.
Well, Skywise just confirmed it. They
Confirmed.
indeed mashed L. Very interesting.
And we're
I
at
would
0
not have
kilobits a
thought
second.
about that. That's very clever. And also, I think the main improvement over the last run was managing the damage to quickly die. And because Sky didn't get the checkpoint, they could just use the box to go to the end. I think those are the biggest differences, right?
I believe so. I am mostly entranced by just all the frames we're dropping. Welcome
This is-
to my PowerPoint presentation.
This is not a bad time for RTA, though.
Yeah, for it's 48.8. That's pretty solid. And it does damage boost extended with L friction, I think. If that's what L friction is.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're back now. There's an intermission between every submission. So with that, we move on to number 5, which is it's me.
Ooh,
It's Chunk with a time of 32.2.
massive drop
seconds.
again.
I didn't actually put this in the Google form, so I don't know
Oh my
what my
goodness.
description was. My description was that I had a way cooler version of this, but it was like 2 seconds slower. So
Already at 32 seconds. Oh my goodness.
who is this? All right.
Who's this guy? Alright, here we go. 1 frame. And another damage boost to the bungee.
You really gotta mash out there. You might even be able to see that through 15 FPS.
And a DBB into the lightning rod, I think.
The lightning rod. It's something like that.
The game probably has a name for that as well.
Box. Press the R button to go back to Shady Shoals Rest Home.
Sick.
You can
You can make off the hook. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's interesting about this. Is you do the damage boost onto the bungee, but then when you exit the bungee, you also by timing it well, you can jump back on land.
Yeah, the other
think-
thing is that you have to have a jump. You can't do 2 jumps to get to the bungee because you won't have any jumps when you come off of it. That's why I only do a bash here. And so we still have a jump.
Oh, that is very interesting.
Yeah, it required getting there with a certain amount of speed from the little tap this guy gives us. But I probably could have, looking back at this, I could have done this way better because I start landing like super early on this computer and then just really mash L.
Skywise asks, "Can I resubmit?"
If you manage
Yeah,
to make it before
this
this
should be
stream
doable.
ends,
RT8.
he's dead.
Also, an interesting part about the exiting the bungee is that it gives you a bit of a horizontal boost, I think.
I think so. I'm not sure on that one actually. But what's interesting as well is you can see it says press the R button to go back. That just happens if you like, because if you start it and just stand in it, it won't say that. It'll just load and stuff. But if you go like a little bit
but
out
you
of it and get
exit,
pushed back in,
but then
yeah, because you
yeah.
bowl into it here.
Oh, that's very funny.
I would have liked to fall off of it with a bowl, but I think that would have required like wasting a few frames by going a little farther forward before hitting R.
Imagine you could press R again and it would just be like, it would just totally mess with the game.
It just queues up another load. I don't even know what that would do. Nothing probably. So
Arbitrary code execution. There we go.
Arbitrary code execution through the old folks' home. With that, we have number 4, which was Speedy Cube 64. Back at it.
Let's go.
The return of Speedy Cube 64 with a time of 30.38.
Shoutouts to Speedy Cube for the shinyless TAS way back.
Yeah, that's what this person did back in the day.
And now coming back with a submission. I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, this one I don't think started from the save that we provide, but it still worked out. It was fine. This is legitimate. We checked it. We ran all the numbers. It's genuine.
There we go. I think that's a bit faster.
It
The
is.
damage boost there.
And it's just the single jump.
Oh, the single jump. Right. Wait, what is this?
Yep.
Getting the checkpoint. What's gonna happen?
Yep.
What?
It's so good. That's actually so
What?
good. I didn't even know that sign could give you that kind of
Oh
displacement.
my god.
But it's so good.
That is
just genius.
insane.
I love it.
Oh my god.
It's a damage extended bull boost from the
What
sign.
the fuck am I looking at?
From the sign of all things.
This is insane.
But not even just that, like this over here to get to, one jump bungee, this is like way more optimal. Because you see, he just barely slid off the corner there. Did you even press L for this, Speedy Cube? Because I don't see him flashing.
Probably not, right?
Because that was like just barely the corner of it.
Skypier asks, why is this slower than mine? This is so much...
Perhaps were you hacking, Sky? Pure?
We're still...
Is yours
We're gonna see your
fraudulent,
submission
perhaps?
soon, I suppose.
Did not press L. I wonder if that would have like kept more speed if you did. I don't know.
Oh my god, this is such a cool ending.
Desyncs unless you start in the computer room. Oh man, dolphin moments, dude. Dolphin moment.
This only saves like less than 2 seconds over your submission as well.
But it's got
While
that
I think
damage boost,
a lot of
right?
that damage, a lot of that time saves from the beginning already. I would suppose.
I think so, but also like this ending. Well, one, it's like a lot cooler than going through the box. But
yeah, definitely.
yeah, it's just the checkpoint's just right
Oh
there.
my goodness, so good. If I had more time, i.e., didn't choke 49.
Yeah, I think Smiley actually like did some research into death animations and stuff. I can't remember what it is, but I think like just like from the save, the death length would always be the same.
Oh right, yeah. I can explain that real quick. So so we all know the damage animations are on a cycle, and there are 5 damage animations, and it's just a global cycle. But the death animations are actually also on a cycle, but slightly different. So it's also on a cycle of 5, which influences the length, like the number of frames that it takes. But what's slightly different is that the actual animation isn't always the same, but the length is always the same. It's so weird.
Yeah, so like you'll die and then it'll just kind of sit there until like a set amount of time and then the screen goes black, right?
But I always believed that it was just random, like just RNG. So that's not what's happening. It's actually on a global cycle. At least the important part is on a global cycle, like how long it takes. So, and obviously I only realized this after I was halfway into my task, because that's where you die.
30. I do have one final thing to say about Speedy Cube's run, because he did add some description to it. And I quote, "Insert cash or select payment type." Thank you for the description, Speedy Cube.
And that, so yeah, that's correct, Speedy. The fade out length is the same, but not the animation.
Well,
Like
yeah,
the animation is actually random.
Yeah, you know something? He did say better death animation. He did not say faster. So there may be ones that are better, but
Oh.
not faster.
I guess I stand corrected then.
We need a tier list of the death animations. Which one is the best?
Yes.
All right, with that, we move on to number 3. We're in the top 3, baby. This is in third place. We have Smiley with the
There we
sub
go.
30, 29.83.
I completely forgot how much time mine took, but I was absolutely expecting to see my name very soon. There we go.
If I remember, I hope this is your description. The first idea was 2 hammer boosts to get into the bungee, die to another hammer hit, and use the box to exit. I tried exiting from different checkpoints, but nothing seemed to beat simply using the box. I ended up finding a couple more interesting and faster strats, but they only save about a second combined, which is I don't know about that second combined. I think they save more than that. But this one, yeah, you definitely did find some faster strats. This one's gonna be.
I definitely did.
Yeah, look at that damage.
That DBB is so cool.
And box moment. Bowling into the box though, you know, that's a step up. Oh, I wonder like if we had taken a diagonal, because like multiple of us use this, try and bowl into this type thing. I wonder if we took like a diagonal on this platform or like went off to the side, could we have like fallen off? Because that was going straight on, so that's the longest distance.
What I did is I just opened Industrial Park to see the closest part of the trigger, because that was all that mattered.
Pushing the frames.
Yeah, I just walked in a straight line to the closest point of the trigger. But yeah, that DBB was actually so weird. Like the way that you get stuck between these tikis is just so.
Yeah, it's not
so
even
weird.
It's not even just like regular. What?
This makes no sense.
It's not even just like the regular displacement. It just pushes you through them. Which that's
so weird.
Do you know what speed that was? I'm guessing like I want to say like 89 or something.
I can look it up real quick.
I think you had a visualized version of this, right?
Yeah. So let me just.
Who's got the numbers?
Let's see. Let's mute.
A long bash.
and it was a 78 speed. However, I was able to get like 150 speed, I think. But obviously, I needed the right speed to make it to the bungee.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the bungee too. I figured that would just like miss the electrical fences, but of course you're going down, so probably not. But yeah, we're seeing some bowl boosts here in the top 3. You think you may have timed yours wrong. Interesting. That's actually very interesting. Because
Haven't you?
I'll spoil this. Close your ears if you don't want to hear it. The top 2 are very close in timing. They're very close. So
All
with
right. So
that, oh, do you want to say something?
yeah. So because I said that this only saved about a second, I think what I did was I tasked the same start as Speedy Cube did, and I compared it to what I had, and it was like and that was like half a second difference. So so that damage boost, or I mean DBB onto the spike thing only saved like half a second, and then the other half second time save was from the DBB uh into the spike again to die instead of using the hammer bot.
Oh, I see. So, where is this? Is how do we? What
Wait,
is the timing on this? Then I don't know how to
wait,
retime it.
I think that isn't that the correct timing? You time when the text box goes away,
No, that would have
right?
been the smart thing to do. What we did, or at least what I did in the video, when
I
I
may have
said, well,
misremembered.
actually, if everyone else did that, then maybe I was just the one that timed it wrong, and that's why mine is like
I just don't remember,
significantly slower.
honestly. I do remember
Speedy
checking
Cube,
back the
what did
video.
you end on? Spawn the boatmobile. I could.
I
Don't test me. I will. I will stop the stream to retime them all. Actually, I'll do it live. As if they end on the text box. Yeah. So I just speak. Did you end your timing on the text box then? Because if mine ends on the text box, because I was comparing our runs because they start very similar, and I just figured like the ending. Yeah. Okay. So you timed yours. I guess we both get a boost in our times then.
no. I also what I do know is that I watched the video again to see how I should time, but I don't remember what it actually was.
what,
So
what do we do?
I must have timed it correctly, but I just didn't remember what the rule was.
Yeah, Sky Weiss. We're figuring that out now. Is that certain endings are very hard to time. Text box is a good idea, but for September, by the way, I don't have the September vid finished for this stream, unfortunately. It will be out later today. We're thinking about ending. There's 2 options to end it. I'll say that now. There's 2 options to end the upcoming September one. You can end it through leaving a taxi, and you can end it through drowning. Drowning's kind of hard to time, but we've settled on when the screen is fully black. Is that work for people, or is that too hard to time?
I mean,
It's
that's
good to gauge this
pretty
out
much
because we
the
can still
same
change it.
timing. Uh, RTA, that would be the same timing as doing a SAS, right? A jump SAS.
So,
So that should be pretty intuitive. RTA.
but yeah, do people think that we should not end on the? Okay, it works for you. Okay, yeah, screen freeze on the. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing.
Oh, I can actually look into my video
Just
editor.
as soon as it goes fully black, as soon as you can't see anything else, when it's all the way black. As soon as that starts. It could be, maybe not. Who knows? I could probably say what it is because I was ideally we would have released it during this. So September is going to be in Jellyfish Fields, right? And it's going to have a set cruise boost speed at the start. So that's look forward to that. JF
Yeah, that might
Boo, huh? D colon. JF is amazing. So yeah, I'm not sure how to time David's. Let's just assume that it is the time it is. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's just assume that this time is the one it is. With that being said, the timing here is in second place we have David Yogi with a time of 29.5. That's what we're going
Holy
with.
crap.
Yeah. It gets real tight in the top 3.
Oh. Oh, this is interesting. Wow. What?
The slam to get delayed? Genius. Because he wouldn't lose
But
any speed from
only one hit yet, so he still
Yeah.
has to get hit twice. Ooh, that's very interesting. Probably getting a checkpoint here. An invisible one. And a DBB to the end. Nice.
No one was able to do this. I think Quo might have tried it, but just like going
Yeah, I tried it as
through-
well, actually.
Well, I mean that as well, but yeah, I think Quo's idea, because he didn't make a submission, but his original idea was to try and go through this ending trigger text box thing, like while you have momentum, or like die through it or something. But I don't think anyone was able to get through it with momentum.
This is so completely different from my submission, but it's
Yeah.
literally 0.3 seconds difference. How is that even possible? Well, I guess we're gonna check that or something. Well, whatever.
I don't know.
But
So
it's
wait,
still crazy.
So did you also end when the text box disappeared?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I ended when the screen froze. I'm pretty sure.
Because if you did, that would have been good because they're right next to each other. So that's like actually the difference. I have this video downloaded. I guess I can. I mean, this one starts on a black screen. I can get a rough idea.
The beginning of this is so interesting, though. Like,
That DBB though, it's hard to I don't know if other people try DBBs there, but it's hard to stay on that platform long enough to jump out of it. You think yours is like 31 seconds if it's timed correctly? Let's go with this. How scandalous of us.
I think what I did was look in Dolphin when I played the movie and just subtracted the frame count, the frame count when the load at the start ends from the frame count when the screen freezes at the end. I'm pretty sure that's what I did.
Yeah, same. Well, that's the thing, Clicks, is that I kind of agree. Because it's, you got to get real wacky with it. Like this, you see some really cool stuff like this with like DBBs, damage boost, stuff like that. But for September, at least, it's not strictly it's not like a you can CB task because there's no powers. It's you start with a CB task. But of course, like that's still like what you said still applies to just CB tasks in general, I guess.
I mean, even CB tasks have some crazy stuff. Like like your rock bottom task recently was absolutely insane. And that had CBs everywhere.
That's the thing is we're trying to, at least I am trying to convince my co-organizers I'm like, when should we allow people to just CB? When are we gonna do like a full just go for it task? Because I want to see someone do a UCV or something. Just let us
Buzz.
loose.
I've never done a UCB.
It's the oh, you'll love them.
Probably. This
Imagine.
is still very cool though.
Yeah, we should
This
start thinking about
task.
that now. Like, what would be optimal, like easiest and most interesting? Like, what type of challenge
I don't know
would
if we should think
facilitate
about
that?
it right now.
Yeah,
If
no,
we
right now it's
one more
right now.
submission to look at.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, one more submission. Who
I
could it
wonder
be?
who that is.
In first place, we have Sky Peerer with a time of 29.1 seconds.
Just emphasize that Skype. This is literally the second task by Skypeer, I think.
Yeah, this is, as far as I know, his second task. Last time that was his first time submitting. This is his second competition.
Oh man.
No Yeah, I have an idea for a task competition, but it would be longer. And it's been suggested to me that we should use the idea I'm thinking of right now. I can't explain because I would spoil it. But the idea I'm thinking about should be used for a live competition, but those seem hard to organize. That's definitely a distant future thing. With that being said, let's take a look at it, man. First place, 29.1 seconds. Skype.
Here we go. Also a DBB at the start.
Yeah, that DBB's OP, dude. You also got
Was that a one frame?
I'd
Must have been, right?
Yeah, I would assume so. But there's actually a lot to unpack there.
Getting hit twice.
Box optimal. I actually have no idea what is and isn't optimal in the ending. The ending's very confusing.
No, it's all right.
I wonder.
That's
yeah, I wonder if this would have been faster if like this combined with speedy cubes.
It's just so hard to tell where people are saving time and losing time. I absolutely did not expect to see this much variation in this in this task. Like,
but as a side note, so this hammer's kind of annoying. He's like on a cycle of, or at least like with this, from this load, he kind of moves in circles. Y'all know this, right? Of course, because you like tasks and stuff. But he moves in a circle, and you want him to be near. See, like he's walking away. Wait for it. Guess who's back? He's walking away from the computers, right? And that's no good if he's away from them. Well, actually, David overcame that. He like slammed right here to stall in the air, which was genius. I didn't even think of that. But yeah, I guess if he's over here, you can still slam and maybe make it to the bungee. But it's interesting that you managed to like hit the cycle here where he was still within range. Why is it white at the bottom of the screen? What happened? I don't know what happened to the bottom of the screen, but it's fine.
Skypeer says, I legit don't know how the fuck I manipulated the hammer to hit me while standing on the computer. Because
Like,
that was way.
Look at this.
You must have manipulated him before then, right?
I'm gonna close this, open it. Oh, what? Where's this white?
There's a
thing coming
white
from?
bar, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from. Okay, there it is. So it's crazy because if he's far away, well, one, he just doesn't. It's so easy to get him to ignore you, and it's so hard to get him to hit you, and especially to get him to hit you while you're here.
He must have started hitting you.
One frame?
As you were like jumping through his trigger, and then what the hammer bot does is it predicts where you're going, and then slams his hammer at that point. So that's probably why he hit forwards.
And as we can see as well, these last two hits are, I mean, as close as you can get two hits to be each other, because as you know, he stands in the electricity for a bit for the iframes to wear off. That's actually such a good use of the electricity because it's like a constant hitbox. It's not like a hammer where it's like one attack. It's just there. So it hits you as soon as possible.
I'm still confused by this task. Like, there are so many things to consider because. So my first idea was just get a hammer hit at the start to one frame towards the other hammer here, and then let this hammer bot hit you into the bungee, and then out of the bungee you just get hit as fast as possible, so you respawn and use the box. So there are two ways you can optimize that, which is what we've been seeing. So one way, which we're seeing here, is instead of taking 2 hits into the bungee, you only take 1 hit into the bungee and then get hit twice after that to die. And the other optimization we've seen is using a checkpoint. So at the end you don't use the box, but you use a different strategy to exit.
You know what I also wonder? Can you like hit checkpoints while you're dying? Like could
No, oh wait,
could like
checkpoints.
could
I don't know about checkpoints actually.
because could
I think
Skypier have like gotten this first hit and then damage boosts like Bolt or something through this to hit the checkpoint? I don't know. So I'm thinking like the dance, like the disco floor after this, where like, we don't really see it here. But, like, well actually here, the disco floor, like, I mean y'all know what it is. But I wonder if he could have gotten hit through the lightning balls tower, the fence, the electric fence. I think that's what it is. I wonder if he could have gotten hit like up to here and then taken his last bit of damage from like extending it by getting hit on here and then like hit the checkpoint by these guys. So that way he respawns and does like a DVB through the tikis. Like would that have worked, Like can he hit that while he's dying? Oh, you stop in your tracks when you die. Sad.
Well, that's not always true. But for example, in my shameless plug, in my jumpless TAS in Kelp Forest, I get the camper on the right side of swamp. But there is a sleepy time, and the sleepy time kills me. But while I'm dead, I still get a damage boost from that hit by the sleepy time, which pushes me into the camper trigger. So it's not completely. So there is something that you can do while you're dead, which is actually something I tried for this challenge as well. One thing that one of the first things that I tried out, which didn't end up working, was to die into the bungee. Like die and then enter the bungee. I wanted that to work because I knew that you can still do stuff in a bungee when you're dead, because that's something you can do in Sea Needle, I think. You'd have to be in the air though, right? I'm not sure. I mean, I don't think I was in the air in the jumpless task, considering that I wasn't able to jump. But yeah. Are you still there? Chunk?
Oh, I just realized I was muted. I was reading out Rubber's message. Grounded damage stops you as soon as you land on the red disco pad thing. You die right on that spot. So I guess rip that idea. But yeah, I wonder like what the time would have been if Skypier's strats were combined with.
By the way, another thing about timing in this task, it depends on whether you time from Dolphin or from the actual video, because of the death. Like the death, it takes for Dolphin it takes 1 frame, but in the actual recording it's longer, so you can't just look at the recording to get your timing.
We gotta figure out this whole timing thing.
Yeah. We that's why I mentioned it, and also because of the different damage animations, which also makes this more of a mess.
Just go fast. Just go fast.
So I really hope that all the top 5 submissions, which are all the submissions that are really close, I really hope that all top 5 submissions use the same damage animation, which should be the case if we all started from the given save state without dying beforehand. So that's something to keep in mind when retiming all the submissions. but basically, yeah.
Basically.
We still don't completely know for sure. Did Skype here time correctly? Do we time
I
in
think
frames
so.
or seconds now?
Um,
I'd say frames.
but also like, as in, should we write out the frames on the
my
board
goodness.
next time? Like this board should be in frames instead of seconds, or just like
No.
in our times?
No, I disagree with
Damn.
that.
But you can just see the number, lower number. Like
There is
is
already a
faster.
number.
But this one has points.
It's a floating point number.
But there's one more thing. There's one more thing because Skypeer did have a description of this. So with that, it says, "My fellow BfBB people, movie,"
There we go.
and that is the first place Skypeer description. So yeah, that was, what month was that? August. That was the August TAS competition. We saw some very interesting and very different strats, which was so cool to see such a, I wouldn't say restricted task, but just see all the different approaches. And it's also great to see that we're increasing in the amount of people we have every time. We're up to 8 now, which is just nuts. We started with like what was it, 5 when we started? So we've gone 1 up every time. Hopefully September is going to go well as well. The video for September should be up in the news channel today. And honestly, I got to talk to some expert or something about how to stop dropping all these frames. Other than that, thank you all for coming. As usual, this was fantastic. At least I think it was. Yeah, see y'all next month.
So, yeah. And congratulations to Skype here for winning, because I'm really impressed.